How do you hope to bring this message to the people on the ground as they hope to develop socially and economically?
Well, I mean, you see, everyone is interested to develop more consideration for others. You know, the fabric of society is based precisely as I mentioned, the quality of human relation is the number one factor that people say contribute to their well-being. So how is a positive human relation, if not through benevolence? I mean, completely selfish people that think me all day long, of course they will foster terrible relationship. They will be miserable among themselves and others will feel miserable around them. So it's a win-win situation to have consideration for others, to value others, to practice altruism. It doesn't mean you have to sacrifice yourself. You simply have to ponder and think of preserving, the well-being of others, remitting to their suffering to the extent of your capacity. So it doesn't mean to sacrifice yourself. It's a win-win situation. And I think this, as I mentioned, is not just like day-to-day dealing with people. It has far-reach repercussions because this is the only way to treat those challenges of the 3 times scale I mentioned, the short term of the economy, to having caring economics, the mid-term, the quality of life, to focusing on gross national happiness, which is really what people feel in their life, and then having consideration for future generation, which is the ultimate challenges of our time, which is the fate of the environment and what kind of planet we are leaving to the future generation. Will they suffer because of our action or not? So that's altruism. So you see, it's not an utopian sort of vague, sort of boys could kind of concept. It's the most pragmatic concept that can allow everyone to have the same conceptual platform to find solution that take in consideration all those 3 time scales. That means the environment, the quality of life, and then of course the financial prosperity, so to satisfy your basic needs.
And then just very briefly, final question, CIFA, one of their missions or objectives is to promote ethical finance. How do you see that message in the world of finance, in the world of economics?
Well, ethical finance is a complete must in caring economics. I mean, if you start with screwing everyone else, I mean, how can you speak of caring economics? No, you don't have caring psychopaths, but so in fact, it's a sense of responsibility, ethical investment, also responsibility toward the environment. It's more like based on things like crowdfunding, microcredit, cooperative banking, and just also, even for classical investors, it's tapping in your basic human qualities of being a fair human being, a good human being, and trying to promote that in society. Wouldn't the society works better like that? So if financiers take on that train, then we can just congratulate ourselves that someone tried to do that.